everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Vegan Pines. Happy Friday. So, so if you were here last week, you know that the story ended for us again. We're a little closer though. I think we've now gotten to like what, chapter 9, I think it is. So we had started off, I think, like we went back home, no, went to the library, I think, to find some more information about the town. And then we came back home, Luca, and Mr. Tolliver was gone. And then Luca, like a dummy, ate some of that jam downstairs. Like, why would you do that? And then wound up passing out upstairs. And then we heard Gran. I guess she must have put us in the bed and she was like, "Oh, what have you done? Or what have you gotten yourself into?" And then she was like, she'll take care of everything, something like that in those words. And then we kind of woke up. Like our body got weak and we passed out. Like it was crazy. And then we woke up and we wound up finding I think Rolo and them, and we went to the perennial harvest. And while that old sneaky devil was talking, the hyena dude, um, he was like, he said some, I can't remember what he said. There was something he was yelling, and then the frost came over us, and that was kind of the end. So that daggone ice again got us. So I had put a poll on the community tab, and I didn't get any responses in the, what do you call it, in the comments. So I just went totally off of what was in the community tab, and Chill won. So I'll just remind you what the options were. So it was the good cop, and then this one we chose hard cop, but we could have done fly or chill. And then we could have done this one here, and we were confronted with that fox kid to do tickle. Or here when we were at the treehouse with that fox kid after we made him this form, pushing him into that liquid, we could have done flight. So, but chill won. So we are going to go with chill. So how do I? Oh, okay. So they'd run the classic good cop. And then so we're going to pick chill cop interrogation.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool. Okay, so
Luca
it's
walked
us.
calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rolo just got a little startled. Rolo's here?
Rolo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Oh, all right. Things happen. Kids gave all harem a scare, a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rolo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know he can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. Oh, y'all, I forgot about this. Then we found out that in the library, who he thinks is his grandmother's name, it says that she died or was buried in some other town. So they were like, if whoever his grand was supposed to be is supposed to be dead, then who is this woman that he is living with calling herself his grand? Because you remember, he don't really know much about her. She moved there after his, I think, mother disappeared. I think his dad might have died. Okay, I can't remember who did it first. Either mom disappeared, then dad died, or dad died and mom disappeared, and then Gran showed up. But either way, he don't really know this woman. So now that's the elephant in the room as well. It's like, is she really his Gran? So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town, an archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes,
Luca gestured to the corner.
barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck.
Oh no, y'all.
This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
Is it about to end again?
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. It'll all make sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Oh my gosh, y'all. You see, this town has secrets, Luca. Very dark past indeed. Do y'all see him inching towards the door? Y'all, if you have to lock them in there and like turn on some gas, it's gonna like make them pass out and kill us. I watch too much TV, but y'all, it's possible.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
Oh gosh, a pass that must be brought to.
He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Lights. Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there and let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Oh my gosh. Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck. Wait, is that the end?
They heard the staccato
no.
thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic.
Wait, is this really the end?
For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
What? Are you kidding me?
Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
Y'all. We just got here. And it already ended. Well, clearly I can't post a 8-minute video. So I'm going to have to make an executive decision on this one, y'all. I kind of like where, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like this track here. So I'm inclined to pick Fly, but then I'm like, I kind of want to see what'll happen if we do Tickle or Flight. Like, will it still end? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I think I want to go back to this one. I've been wanting to see what would happen if we kind of went this way. So we're gonna leave this one hanging for a little bit. Okay? And let's do this one. Let's do Tickle. Iggy. It's Iggy's name. Okay. So let's just recap. It says this is when we ran into Iggy and the rhino that does everything that Iggy says. As Iggy took a step toward Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes. His fist clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought, well, time to bust out so we're gonna put Tickles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey, Tish, want to see something cool? Yep. Oh, yep. Check it. Oh, okay, before we continue, this track was, oh gosh, what was this track? I think this track was the one where we hadn't, yes, we hadn't actually introduced Beck to Rolo yet. So the track that we were on is the track that we actually took Beck back with us to the tree house to introduce them, I mean, to talk to meet Rolo. So we never missed meeting Rolo, which had him mad at us. um I think I could be wrong, y'all, but I think if my memory serves me right, that's what happened. But anyway, okay, check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yep.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? He seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Uh-oh. It got on Beck! Whoa. No! What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair. No, I hope it doesn't make Beck disformed.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Oh, wow. Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter 4.
Y'all, we are back to chapter 4. Oh, have mercy.
The best policy.
Okay. Honesty is the best policy? Is that where they're going?
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her, but finding Rolo was his primary concern.
Okay. So it looks like in this one, oh, what's this? Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. So not only did we not, oh, Luca, what the heck are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained.
Wait! Y'all, is this the track where Rolo was missing? I think it was. Okay, let's just keep going.
It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rolo. It is. Oh, okay. Okay. So we hadn't. This is not the track where we went back to the tree house and that's where Iggy was all disformed. And I think that's where we found out that Rolo was actually I think he called us on the radio and he's actually trying to say don't go to the treehouse, but we went back to the treehouse. But I guess it was broken up, so we couldn't really understand what Rolo was saying. Okay, yeah. So this is, I guess, that same line, but just a different branch. Okay. I'm remembering. Okay. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rolo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Oh, wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I wanna help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little tree house you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here, leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Oh, wait, that Mr. Tolliver's daughter? Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait at the treehouse in case Rollo shows up. Okay. Oh no, now it says keep out. Remember, that's how we got in the first time? Whoever that was blocked it off now. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. They have nothing to say.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa. Don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. Whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. You word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Please just don't mention Gran. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have the whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? Another possible explanation could there be. He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless, Luca, if there's something else that you know.
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. There is something you know. Something that could help your friend. You need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
Ooh, there was a something lurking behind those eyes. Shame. Ooh.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. Got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. Well, it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
Oh my gosh. I wish you wouldn't have said that. Oh Lord.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
Oh no! But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? You were all so close to being done with.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
Not manhandled? What are you doing? Out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Yes. Sugar honey iced tea. That's it, y'all.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Oh man, y'all.
Wait. No.
Yes.
This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Well. Okay, y'all. That did not work out. So, what we got? So now we have interrogation. I'm writing this down so I don't have to look it up again. So now we have Sly, which has to do with the interrogation because chill didn't work. We wound up locked in a basement. Let's go back to the beginning. Chill, hide, seek. We did tickle. Okay, so then we still have treehouse. The clipboards. Yeah, we still have flight. So when we get attacked or I guess cornered by the clipboards, we have flight that we can do. Oh, that's it because this ended. Like there's not even another track to go here. So we really only have two options, flight. Yeah, fly and flight. That's it. We have two options, y'all. What's it gonna be? And I guess whichever one gets picked, I'll just hopefully we can get the whole episode without getting the end. But I love it, y'all. I love it. I still love this because it's just like we just never know what's going on. But okay, here's my thing, right? When we run into all of these tracks or branches, does it still mean that what we found out is still the case? So like, Gran being a part of whatever is going on with the hazmat, but he said you Van Horns. So if he knows the hazmat, is he working with Gran? You know what I'm saying? Or are there two different hazmat people that are against each other? I feel like we're discovering, like, even though there's different tracks, I feel like we're still kind of like discovering information about the people. So I do think Mr. Van Horn, Mr. Nuncreed, sorry, Mr. Nuncreed is a part of it. We know that Mr. Tolliver and Gran, and then I can't remember the other woman's name, are probably a part of it as well. We know that sneaky hyena dude ain't no good. So I think we're putting all the pieces together. I really do. Okay. I don't know, y'all. All right. All right. So poll will be going up. Hopefully, I won't forget to do it immediately, but poll will be going up. So you can pick either interrogation. So when we interrogate Mr. Tolliver, we have to go with Sly, or back here at the treehouse, when we're confronted by the clipboards, we will pick Flight. So we'll be trying to book it out there with Iggy, deformed Iggy, after the ooze was splashing his face. So let me know your vote for next week. But thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. If you like to see more, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.